What is going on YouTube? TDPresents here, and I'm back with some Madden 25 Ultimate Team. It seems like it's been forever since I've posted a MUT video, and we are in week 5 because my week 4 opponent quit right away. But we might as well keep the intro music going because Devin McCourty is starting things off with an interception. Probably one of my better user plays in Madden, but unfortunately, we did nothing with it. He's facing his own goal line, and he somehow finds Shannon Sharp down the field in traffic. And he's going to go all the way down to the 38-yard line. Good for 60 yards. Now Cam Newton on 1st and 10. He's rolling out right. Now he's going to roll back all the way to the left. Cam Newton fires down the field. But wait a second. Why is there a flag on the field? I get called for roughing the passer. 15-yard penalty. Keeps the drive moving. You guys know how it works. So now he's faced with a 1st and 10 from the 25. Newton, he's pump faking. He throws a dart to Shannon Sharp. He's set up with a 1st and goal. My opponent, 99s across the board at every single position. Newton looks right side. We somehow drop the interception, and that always hurts, especially when the next play he finds Randy Moss for the touchdown. It was called incomplete on the field, but he challenged it. He got it, so we come right back from the 16-yard line. Tom Brady to who else but Demaryius Thomas. He's going to take this one 84 yards. And it's funny because the team I'm playing, his name is Test My Corners. Well, I just did that. So he's faced with a 4th and inches. He finds Randy Moss, but he steps out of bounds. So it's a turnover on downs. He's going to go ahead. He's going to challenge the play. But no, he actually quits the game. I have no idea what happened there. The game was tied 7-7. But I'm like, all right, let's move on to a new game. That's definitely way too short for a video. So let's get a new opponent. And he's starting off, same exact story. He turns the ball over. Kyle Arrington with the interception. He's breaking out of some tackles. And oh man, if I could have picked up that block, that would have been probably one of the sickest returns. But once again, we did nothing on offense. But what does it matter what you do on offense when you got a defense that keeps forcing turnovers like this? This time it's Vontae Davis with the interception. And I'm like, alright, let's get something going. It's almost the end of the first quarter and I have no points on the board. So we're giving it off to the Super Bowl MVP, Walter Payton. And I say Super Bowl MVP because he was my MVP in the Super Bowl last year. This isn't some new card that no one else has. But we're going to run the same exact play to the opposite side, going no huddle. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. And we strike first. We are up 7-0. So what can my opponent do back on offense? The same thing he's done all game. Joe Hayden with the interception. He's getting some return yards here. He breaks out of a tackle. Eventually, he is brought down. And if we score here and get the ball in the second half, we are in business. We run a screen play to Walter Payton. He makes a few guys miss. And that would be the end of my opponent. He goes on to quit. I'm like, all right, well, that's 2 really short videos. Why not play a 3rd game? And honestly, I'm glad I did because this game turned into one of my most competitive, one of my most exciting games I have played on MUT. You can see he has QB Walter Payton at quarterback, and he's got Frank Gore at halfback, and he is picking up 19 yards on his first rush. Now we're in the second quarter. He's chewing up some serious clock, but look at Walter QB rolling out left, finds Deshaun Jackson for the touchdown, and Walter QB, he is some cheese. You can see early on, we're already faced with a 4th and 10. I'm frustrated. My offense isn't doing anything. But we do pick up the first down. So now we give it off to Walter Payton. Sweetness running down the sideline. And that's good enough for over 20 yards. Now we're faced with a 2nd and 12. Brady, Walter Payton up the middle. Not a bad audible there. We pick up the first down. Now it's 1st and goal. So on 3rd down, we give it off. LeGarrette Blount up the middle. He's absolutely stuffed by Terrence Knighton. So on 4th and goal, I'm like, you know what? We haven't done anything. Let's go for it. And we find AJ Green right side of the end zone for the touchdown. And that gives us some momentum. But it just doesn't stop here because my opponent, look at this with QB Walter Payton. He's going right side. He's going back middle. This man is all over the field. He definitely is hard to stop. I played him before, had no problems with him. But this guy, he knew what he was doing. He ran a few plays, and it worked. There he finds Deshaun Jackson on a comeback. I believe the next play did the same thing. Now Walter Payton looks left side. He's going to find his tight end, Vernon Davis. Actually, it's Antonio Gates for 23 yards. But our defense, sometimes it bends, but it doesn't break. There's some lag going on, but we bring them down for a 10-yard loss. Devin McCourty with a great play, so we hold him to a field goal. So now Brady, back on offense, finds Walter Payton, makes a little juke move, and he fumbles. 96 carrying, and he fumbles the ball. I know it happens from time to time, but why can't it be when I'm up 21-0? Why do I have to be down 10-7? And then QB Walter once again making me pay. So now I'm down 10 with 4 minutes. And when this happened, I was like, alright, I have to stop messing around. Where's my offense? We find Walter Payton again. I have trust in my halfback even though he just fumbled. That's good enough for a first down. You know we're going with that no huddle. Brady in the pocket, stepping up, looking deep, left side, Demaryius Thomas. What a pass. What a catch. And we're only down 3. Now it's up to the defense. All we need is a stop. QB Walter, triple option. That's good enough for a first down. It takes some even more time off the clock. Now QB Walter Payton again gives it off to Frank Gore, and he gets hit hard by Kyle Arrington. The user hit forces a fumble, and we take over with 3 minutes. So we're giving it off to LeGarrette Blount. He's going up the middle. He's picking up a first down. Let's keep it moving. 3rd and 13. Brady, 4 wide receivers, but of course the tight end Jimmy Graham. He's inside the 10-yard line, and we are set up with a 1st and goal. And on 2nd and goal, Walter Payton gets into the end zone, and we take the lead. So my opponent was up 10. Just like that, we scored 2 touchdowns in 2 minutes, and we have the lead. But I did leave over a minute on the clock. He runs a little screen play. Frank Gore picks up some nice yardage, and now he's inside the 20. But look at this. QB Walter got hurt, but it doesn't matter as Frank Gore takes another screen pass into the end zone. Man, oh man, what is going on with our defense? But I saw I had 26 seconds to work with. Most people would probably fold right here. What's going through my head? I can't wait to post this comeback on YouTube. So let's get to it. 2nd and 1. Brady, 4 wide. He finds Demaryius Thomas in the comeback route. We're up to the 40. So we got 18 seconds. We get 2 or 3 plays left. I see I have a blocker out to the right. Brady rolls out. Brady down the field. That New England Patriots connection. He finds Gronkowski at the 15. And we kick the game-tying field goal. So we're going into overtime. And he doesn't have QB Walter. So I'm thinking I have the advantage. But he comes out with Russell Wilson. So I'm like, shoot, maybe I don't have the advantage. Wilson rolling out right. Same thing he did with QB Walter. He finds his receiver, but not really going anywhere. So on 4th and 5, you know what he's doing. He's running a screen pass, and Deacon Jones says, not today. We take over. We're pretty much already in field goal range, but I was like, you know what? I'm going for the touchdown. LeGarrette Blount, he smells the end zone. He picks up about 15 yards, and a couple plays later, Walter Payton says, we fooled around enough. He gets into the end zone, and this game is over. I know it's been a few days since I posted MUT. I do apologize. So I brought you guys a 10-minute video of 3 gameplays. And hey, before you know it, the playoffs will be here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe if you're new for daily content. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm TDPresents. Peace.